So my camera ran out of memory before the other time, so ooh, you get to flip over again. Okay. So this is gonna be the finished thing. So I kind of, had to finish it once the camera stopped, so, do my secret ingredients. So I'm just going to point out a couple things, and then, hopefully this will have helped. Okay, so with the eyes, I'm sorry for my camera's quality, but here. Okay, with the eyes, even though this part is normally the iris of the eye is actually very symmetrical, the pupil of the eye, I don't know, the darker part, is actually not a perfect circle. That's another thing that'll be different. It tends to look like, I don't know how you want to describe on here, a pear or a teardrop. And then don't forget the reflecting beam right here. Like I said earlier, if you just get a picture of an eye actually is reflecting everything that the light sees. So, like, you can see, like, an entire room in someone's eye. It's kind of why, a movie, it'll, like, zoom into someone's eye and suddenly you see the universe. And, that's creative, and it's not, people don't have a universe hidden in their eyeball. But it is the truth that it does reflect what is right there. So, I mean, frankly, if you look close enough, you could probably draw the room in someone's eye. Obviously, we're not doing that. But make sure to find that little reflection kind of panel, because that really does make it look like an eye. So it's the little, like, whiter part, that's the reflecting in the eye. Another thing is, like, if you look here, you really do have to outline the eyelid. It's not just a circle and then another circle and then another circle. Like I said, it's a lot of shading and other things. Eyelashes are not just lines, and they're not triangles. They're actually, whoops, sorry, my strap is getting the picture. Eyelashes are gonna look like, they go out like this, and then if you're on the bottom, they go out like that. That's the angle they go at, so they're not just straight up and down. And then it kind of, occasionally you'll get kind of a triangle where you do like this kind of motion, like that. But it's very tiny, and you mix it up with just curved lines. But, and they'll always get smaller going down, but eventually you'll end up with that kind of thing that actually looks like an eyeball. On the bottom lash, they don't tend to be as darker. They don't tend to be as dark as the upper lash, and they're a lot smaller and a lot thinner. So unless you're trying to make, a crazy mixed up kind of look, make sure to note that. Shading. A lot of times with the nose, you don't want to just draw like a line. Instead, you want to use shading to do that. And I'm sorry for the light. When I scan it, you'll be able to see what I'm saying a little better. Also, like, I think a lot of people want to add, like, these, I don't know how else to say it, smile crinkles kind of thing, and then they end up and they're like, ooh, the person looks old. How that sometimes happens is if you bring them too far or bring them too little, or if you connect them accidentally to the mouth kind of thing. And again, that's probably something to look up in a drawing book, so, if you do it this way and sort of connect it where it bends with the mouse, then it'll tend to look like, oh, it's just, the skin moving because the mouth is open, instead of it being like, oh, it's a wrinkle, so it tends to change like that. So I think that's a basic of thing. So yeah, that's my finished drawing, and obviously, Heather, you look amazing. I can't draw you as pretty as you are. Thank you for being my tribute as I did my first drawing tutorial. Hopefully there were a couple helpful hints. I'm sorry if I was stumbling or, talking too fast and other things. I don't normally do this kind of thing. And yeah, hopefully you found some helpful things. I'm thinking about maybe posting a couple other things, just like maybe focusing on just an eye or other things. And I know how to mangify, like, make manga kind of things. So comment if you actually want anything. I know this sounds like a YouTube ad now, but honestly, if you just want to be like, you know what, Abby, this was helpful, but I have trouble with the hair. Maybe I can set up my other camera that's actually better quality and help do some techniques like that. And I'm sure a lot of the other girls who are able to actually make it look realistic and do all the perfect shading, honestly, they might have a couple helpful hints and other stuff. So again, hopefully you found some of this helpful, and be able to be posting your drawings soon. I hope to see some of them. See ya.